Turn off. Hey!
Hi, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy, and together we're the Rainbow Grannies. I'm going to disappear for a second while Edie tells you who we are.
So I'm Edie, and she's Judy, and we're part of the LGBT plus community. We're over there just like having ourselves a good time, and we just came from our TikTok channel where we do live with the Rainbow Grannies on Saturday and Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so then we come over here and we do live on YouTube, and that's on Saturday and Sundays if we make it.
Right. So Edie is going to let the TikTok folks know where to find us here now on YouTube. So we get Edie in the picture here so we don't just cut off her nose or something. There we go. Hey, we're both here. So we were in Seattle for a week, so we missed 2 weekends. We tried to get up at 5 in the morning to do this, but it wasn't going to happen. 3 hours difference. And I thought, well, what if we do 8 o'clock? Well, in Seattle, and it's like, well, it's the 3 hour difference. It's not the right time. So we were in Seattle for a week. We had a great time there. We wanted to go whale watching and found out that going whale watching, we'd have to travel like an hour and a half away.
So I did something really, I got to let you guys know, I did something really, really stupid. I went online, and it's not stupid, but I'm telling you so the rest of you guys can be ready and be prepared. Mm-hmm. I went online and did a search on things to do in Seattle. And one of them things that came up was whale watching. And I was like, ooh, I was excited. So I bought a Groupon and I paid, and it wasn't cheap, but it was like, something to experience for us to do.
Yeah.
We get out there and it's the day before whale watching. So we call them up to find out, their exact address and stuff so we can Uber it there or whatever. Oh my God. Hour and a half away from Seattle. It would have cost us as much to Uber there as it was to fly home.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So we kissed those tickets goodbye and lived and learned.
Right. They said they could try to sell them to somebody else, but
even
if they do sell our spot, they weren't going to give us our money back.
Heck no.
How would we ever know?
Heck no. Right. They told me call them the next day at 2. How about they call me? No, it's okay. So I want to thank everybody for coming on over here to our YouTube channel. If by chance you're not subscribing, subscribe. Hit that bell so that you'll get a notification each and every time that we put up a new video. I know that we're not like running out the videos like we were before, but we're still here on Saturday and Sunday morning, and people are still watching. I appreciate it so much. We've had some pretty good topics that evidently have gone, really nice, and people, it just amazes us that, people are there, they want to watch and everything. I've got my Team Pride shirt on today. Somebody on YouTube called me Coach.
Somebody
on TikTok called me Coach, and I thought, you know what? I am the coach.
You are the coach.
Mm-hmm.
You want to coach me tonight?
So, hey, coach, turn off the lights and light a candle. Anyway, let's see. We want to say hey.
Give a shout out to everybody here. Look into my eyes is here, and Fuzzy Bear. Hi, good morning, Edie and Judy and everyone, and Chrissy. Good morning, everyone. And Sandra's, hey there. And let's see. Look into my eyes. Want to know how the worm farm is going for you,
okay,
Edie?
Julie, I'll talk about it.
Hey, let me give a couple other shout out to Julie. Good morning. And to Jasmine. Subscribed as soon as I got here. Yay.
Thank you very much, Jasmine.
And so, I think I gave a shout out to everyone. And like you said, minimize your chat and hit the thumbs up button so we push the algorithm out that we're here. And how is your worm farm going?
Well, you know what?
Did they die while we were gone?
No.
You know how I know? It didn't stink when I went into the garage.
That's about the only place it didn't stink. Because the cats caught a mouse while we were gone.
Yeah, it stunk when I went into the base. They pushed the mouse under the basement door and
so it laid on the steps there to go to the basement for a few days to where as soon as I walked in there, it was like,
I wouldn't look to see if I left them laundry in the water or something. You know?
I grew up in a house in the country in Ohio when I was young. And I know what the smell of a dead mouse is. So as soon as I walked in there, it was like, smell like dead mouse. So anyway, the cats, they had their accidents all over the place while we were gone. You know, Judy and I were in Seattle, and while we were in Seattle, we saw all kind of really wonderful things. We hit big
The big Ferris wheel.
yes, we went to the underground
Yeah.
city and toured that, and
Now, let me tell you a little bit about the underground city. We talked a little bit about this on TikTok, but this will be new for folks who hopped over here to YouTube. So, what we said in the late 1800s, some guy was, everything was made out of wood, right? All the houses made out of wood, the sidewalks, everything made out of wood. And some guy was doing something with oil, and he left, and he came back, and it had caught fire, and he ran, and it burned the entire city down.
not only that, he threw water on it
Oh
to try
yeah,
to put the fire out.
yeah.
And we all know when you throw water on a fire that's made out of oil, what happens, right? It spread.
So,
But actually, nobody died in that fire, remember?
right, that's right. So nobody died in the fire.
Or should I say nobody that counted?
Yeah,
Because there is no way that they had a fire that big. I mean,
and everybody got out.
right. You know, I mean, come
Yeah,
on. But you know,
skeptical folks, we do know. So so they built the new city of Seattle, on top of that. Instead of flattening it, they built the new city on top. So it's really cool to go on an underground tour. And we had a really good guy. He was a comedian. I thought we were going to go in and just get a lecture on the history of Seattle and then take a walk through, you know. And the concierge said, "Oh yeah, it's like they talk about it for about 45 minutes and then a 15-minute walk."
but it wasn't like that.
Mm-mm.
It was
And
fun.
so I'll look up the name of the tour. So anybody who goes to Seattle and you want to do a really nice underground tour, I really like
it didn't
giving
take that long
recommendations.
either. It was a nice little hike, but
Yeah.
it didn't take that long. And it was really neat being underneath the whole city, not the whole city, but underneath several blocks of the city, being able to see the fronts of buildings that are no longer the fronts of buildings.
Right.
These are underground, and the windows are there, the bathrooms are there, and you know,
Found a bathtub still laying under there.
Yeah,
you know,
it was just like it's unbelievable.
Walking on the old sidewalk that didn't know, and I wonder about that because it was wood. Why didn't it burn?
No. That wasn't the
They
old
just
sidewalk.
made all
they made
that
so
new.
they could tour,
You know,
so that we didn't hurt ourselves. You know,
mhm.
yeah, there was
Because
several places,
but they try to make it replicate, I guess, what it looks like.
Yeah, well,
part of that.
what he said too was that the city, they had the big industry was milling, and so they had tons of sawdust. So they would pack this sawdust down on the streets and the sidewalks in order to help fill in any kind of ruts or whatever. So when that fire started and it commenced to spreading, it was spreading up some sawdust streets and sawdust sidewalks and wooden buildings and just. Anyway, it was very, very nice to see. Our tour in Seattle was nice. We did go see some drag kings.
Yeah, we saw a drag king show. That was really cool. We need to look that up when we get back to Seattle someday.
Yes,
they were good. They were yeah. And the thing that surprised me, I was looking. You know, we were both looking up for something to do that evening, and then we were looking up all these activities that were like really expensive and far away, and we'd have to Uber to everywhere. And then I found a drag king show. You know,
2 blocks away from our hotel. I mean, we
could just walk over there. And
I'm gonna tell you something else too. Seattle was safe enough too that we could walk it and we didn't like get mugged. I wouldn't honestly, I will say, I wouldn't have walked 2 blocks at nighttime in San Francisco.
Yeah.
No.
It was way too scary.
It was too scary. But in Seattle,
mostly because people who were addicted and homeless were shooting up heroin, and you don't know what they're gonna What they're gonna do? They just gonna.
But Seattle, we could walk to us at our age, we could walk 2 blocks up the street. We came back, and it was nice and early. They had this drag show. It took place at what time?
That's what I would say. The drag show, the doors open at 6. The show started around 7, finished around 9
or something.
And it only occurred to me later, and at first I thought, oh, if it's so early, I wonder if it's going to be all old people doing drag because it's so early. But it's like they had the early show, and then they had a whole new slew of show at like 10. And it was going to be a completely different kind of scenario. I don't know if it's going to be the same drag kings or different. So, but it was just perfect for us.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, just perfect. The
Perfect.
time was perfect. The humor, the dancing,
Then
the
after we came
floating.
back, the hotel restaurant was still open, so we were able to go in there and have a nice little. I had calamari. Their calamari was really good. I had the calamari, and you had a pasta dish, and it
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah. Give some
So,
more shout outs here. Hey, Seth. And Seth says we look better on here than on TikTok.
oh, thank you, Seth. Maybe because of her computer or her, yeah, maybe because of her camera.
And let's see. We, okay, so Sandra, we moved to our new house on the 15th, so all our brains are hooked on everything moving.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I feel for
congratulations,
you.
Sandra. I hate moving. I have already decided, like I said before, I've said this twice. Next time I move, it'll be to the nursing home and I won't be carrying nothing. Everybody else is going to carry all my stuff for me.
But like everything else, Edie and I are a perfect couple when it comes to moving.
Yes.
Because I'm all about wanting to pack everything early and have it ready. And then we're just packing along the way. Edie thought about getting the pod so that we could start moving things into there. So we're not trying to pack overnight, but bit by bit. But I'm like very organized about it because I want to know where everything is.
That way,
so
if we had the pod, though, I felt like we cleared the house out, and then that way we'd have more space to pack and move and all that kind of stuff, And
then I was with the folks who were bringing the truck over and unloading. Edie was here at the house, setting up the house,
putting stuff together. I loved it too. That's the way I like it. Putting this picture on the wall or that box here and there and stuff, and it worked out nice. Now the next time we move, honest to God, I'm telling you, I haven't told Judy yet.
We're moving?
Yes, when we move, the next time
on the beach house.
We're moving to a lake house. We are moving to a lake house. I don't care if it's just a small pond sitting there with some ducks running around in it. I don't care if we don't feel like kayaking no more. I want to sit right there on my deck and watch it all.
That sounds good
fish.
to me.
That's where we're going to be. And I don't care. I mean, this is a big house. I don't care if it's a double wide right on the edge of the water.
Which we did look into that. There was a really small house on the river and the lot next to it was empty. And we thought, well, we could buy both. Okay, we have to get rid of everything, but I have to see if I could fit a piano in there at least. No. But the land wasn't for sale. Just the house.
And we got in that trouble before. There's people that like we had a cabin on a lake before, and there was a lot of people we known have done this where they buy a cabin on the lake or on the river, but you don't own the land, you just own the cabin. And you pay monthly or yearly rent to the people, and people have done it and they live there for 30 years like that, no problem. We do it 1 year later, the guy decides to sell the land. And our house is on top of it. So anyway, we managed to get our money back. Everything was fine, and it all worked out fine. And we're really glad in the long run because I wouldn't have wanted to spend every weekend.
Right, but we just wanted to keep it. Maybe 5 years would have been nice. But we did have fun. We got a bunch of kayaks, and we still have them, so we still know how to load them up and
Megan
unload
said
them.
Yesterday she really wanted to go kayak, and I told her, I said, go in there and tell Judy.
Yeah.
I said, we can haul them over right now, and you guys can row over to the island. Wouldn't it have been fun?
That would be fun.
But I knew you had to work too.
Oh, well, I can do it on a weekend.
She really wanted to.
Yeah. So I want to say, hey, Tawanya, good to see you. And Jasmine says, I just subscribed. How did you all meet? I'd love to know. So
make sure that you minimize the chat and click the thumbs up on there. Bring that up a couple notches more, and let's tell them all about how we met.
Okay, and Kaylin is here, and Seth came over here from TikTok, so I'm glad you made it over. Destine is here. Hi. So how we met. All right, we'll do the fast version, the slow version, the fast version. We met at the Ohio Women's Music Festival. And this was like 10 years ago, 10 to 11 years ago. We met twice. The first time we met at the festival, we were at a campfire at night, and Edie was flirting like crazy, and it scared the bejeebies out of me because she flirted so hard. And not just with me, but with like everybody.
Yeah, I'm not an indiscriminate flirt. I flirt with anybody. Yeah. And so if you can smile back, I'm on it.
So I didn't give it a second thought after I left, and I'm sure she didn't even remember me after I left. But the next year, I found myself actually looking for Edie back at the same fire pit. So apparently you made an impression on me.
Yeah,
That
she
must
acted
have
like
been a
she was
good
so
one because I
scared.
was still
She
looking
wanted to
for
stay
you.
away from Edie, but she was hunting me down.
I was hunting you down and found her. Yeah. But I wasn't, they didn't find you for the sake of like, getting together and building a relationship.
Subconsciously, she was like, "Ooh, that's one fine woman. I sure can't wait to beat her again." That's what that subconsciously. Wait. Subconsciously, she was like, "That's one fine woman. I cannot wait to find myself that beautiful girl there. See what kind of stuff she gonna talk today." Right?
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. So Edie thinks I followed her around, but I know she followed me around the festival like a puppy dog. And we just had a good time all weekend. And then I want to say we got each other's phone numbers, but we didn't. Edie tried to get my phone number and I gave her my
She gave me
email.
her email address. How are you supposed to pick up a girl with an email address? But guess what? Dun, da, da, da. I happen to know one of, she did tell me her first name.
Yeah.
So I happen to know one of the, and I can't believe it. Back then I was drinking and I was able to remember all this. So
Yeah.
she told me her first name, and I happen to know one of the ladies that she was camping with. So when I got home, I had to look through my Facebook and stuff and find the girl that she was camping with. And lo and behold, they had a picture of them from the festival on there.
So they were able
How's
to
your
find
battery?
my battery's
Oh,
full.
it's good. So they had a picture of them on there, and I searched her down and everything like that. Next thing you know, I was Googling this and Googling that and everything, and lo and behold, there she was.
See, she followed me. I told you.
Yes. So then I sent her an email, and I was really kind of pissed off because she didn't get back to me when I felt like she should get back to me.
Well, I also told Edie that I was leaving for 2 weeks.
Hey, every
And
time you
when
try
I
to
get
pick up a
back-
woman, when they tell you they're leaving the country for a couple weeks,
And
it's
when
like,
I
yeah,
get back, we'll get in touch with each other.
yeah.
So she thought I was just gonna blow her off
Yeah.
with that, but I did. I mean, I meant it. And so I came back, and we got back in touch with each other, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I have to say that Edie was the brave one, because Edie looked and said that we neither of us was looking for a relationship. I was happy to just be done with relationships, gonna work on my writing, whatever. But Edie said, I'm not interested in just playing around. I'm interested in a relationship. So if you're just playing around and don't care about a relationship, then we'll stop now.
That's right, because it was too easy to just find that kind of fun. But I really, I didn't really want that kind of fun. I mean, that's easy to find, but to find someone to have a relationship with, somebody to laugh with, and,
Yeah.
I don't know, an adventure, and I thank you very much for the adventure we've had. We've had some good times, it's amazing. It really is. It's amazing that, at this age that we find
big
somebody.
adventure, ready? We went zip lining for the first time. The big, we didn't go bungee jumping. We didn't go rock climbing.
No,
but we went zip lining.
I had lost weight, and I was so excited about, there was things that I had wanted to do as losing weight that I was unable to do before. And so when I lost enough weight that I was able to like go zip lining, I was so excited, and so I bought Groupons to take her ziplining for one of our first dates. Now that's when I really have an adventurous spirit. It was just about being able to do these things and share them with someone that wanted to do them too.
So this ziplining is in Moundsville, Virginia.
Moundsville, West Virginia.
West Virginia. And it is, there might have been shorter versions we could have taken, but we took the whole full ziplining thing. So it took us over the forest, and you could see the deer down in the forest. And it took us all these different places. And then the very last one was a mile long. And it went fast. It was just amazing, amazing. So we now knew that we could go zip lining together. So we made a trip to Niagara Falls. And guess what? We're going up to the ticket booth to get a zip lining ticket. Edie's looking on Groupon, gets it to Groupon, shows it, and we get another,
nice buy one, get one free or something like that.
And with zip lining, it doesn't go across the falls. It goes, alongside, parallel, but you're going right down toward it. It was fun.
Oh, anybody get a chance to do that zip lining thing when you're at Niagara Falls, definitely do it. But anything you do, I don't care what you do. look on the Groupon first.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, ever pay full price.
There'll
Never.
always be a Groupon for
There's
something.
always a Groupon for something, you know, except for make sure you check the distance. I mean, that hour and a half to go whale watching was ridiculous, you know. It's like so for every time I ever saved money on a Groupon,
Mhm.
I lost it this weekend. It's not the first time I've goofed up, you know.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, if you're over 60 years old, it gives room to goof up a few times.
Yeah, but at least
I put mine back in my subconscious. I don't
I'm
remember
not
them.
worried about it, you know, because I mean, I've done a lot of silly things here and there, but it's okay.
Yeah. So the other kind of adventures we go on if you're our age is things like we're driving somewhere, we put the GPS on, and we just go all these weird routes that the GPS takes us.
Yeah,
You know,
I always put
little
the ones on where you
alleys up
don't.
these hills that stop.
No
and
highways,
no highways, right? No
you
highways.
know, and then that way we can take all the back routes. And then as I watch the map, when it comes up and it shows like a river or something, it's like, ooh, got to go over there and ride along that and check it out and everything. So we're just full of adventure. We're just having a good time. Let's see. Let me read some of these comments here.
So I'm gonna. Whoop.
So
Can't do it with my
10 years
fingers,
ago,
yeah.
yes, that's about when we met, was 10 years ago.
Right. And let's see some of the comments. Okay, I think I read these.
Yeah,
So we
I
have
think you've gone all the way.
Sandra. Let's see. Oh my God, I've missed you both. Thought you weren't doing lives anymore. No, we were just away. We were away. You know, we're
We were
always
in
doing
Seattle,
lives.
and the time difference was just way too much for
And
us
we
to
did try to do live while we were watching the Drag King show.
Yes.
We really did try, but we were down
But
in
we
the
knew
basement.
we were all
and
asleep
couldn't-
too,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't get to see it.
So let's see. I get told I'm a flirt too. I'm just friendly. I
Me
smile
too.
and laugh at all the time.
And it
That's
makes
Sandra
people
just-
feel good.
Yeah, Edie got you via email. Yeah, she hunted me down.
So
See.
but where were we both living? I lived in Ohio. She lives here in Pittsburgh, which was really only an hour and 15 minutes away from each other. So that was
Right.
kind of nice. So we did try that back and forth dating thing, but it honestly, it felt like a lot longer than what it really was. You know?
What, driving back and forth?
Yes. We didn't do it that long. It felt like we did.
But we did it more than just a second date.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't move in on a second date. That's I don't like to be so traditional sometimes.
Yeah, I understand.
No, actually, an hour and a half kind of was nice for me. I needed to tiptoe into a relationship. I couldn't just jump into another one. You know, I needed to tiptoe into it. So having that distance was nice. And I'm one who gets lost in a
Hey.
relationship. And so as long as I'm living here,
We just
she's
had a
living
good
there.
time. We had a good time.
Yes.
But I tell you, that Judy took me over the edge. She took me over the edge so much that she came to visit me, and we went to a restaurant up by my work, right? It was an Asian, like a hibachi kind of thing or whatever. And as we're
Yeah.
leaving, I'm so over the top with meeting Judy and what a thrill she's been and how much fun I'm having with her. I had a Volvo wagon, right? We all know Volvo wagon's a nice car, right? I drove my Volvo wagon off the sidewalk.
Instead of the driveway, over the curb.
Yeah, just boom, right down over the curb. Because I was so excited. I'd had so much fun, and she was gonna follow me home. She's following me home. She was gonna follow me home, and I was just so excited to get there, like over the sidewalk. Boom.
The shortest way possible.
Yeah, hurry before she changes her mind. Let's see.
What other? Okay.
Jasmine says-
Niagara Falls zip lining. Wow, I'm afraid of heights, and my husband is afraid of water. He won't even take a ferry, so zip lining is a no-go.
Oh, that's too bad. Find a friend and go, because it's really a nice thing to do.
Loving life. I'm scared to do it too, but my bro did it, and
he's
he's
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got to feel what that feels like to fly.
Right.
Let's see.
So glad you're both okay. I must say, I was a bit concerned for your well-being. I know because we're old, but we're not that old.
But you know what? I mean, it is so nice that if we don't do our lives, I do get messages from people saying, you know, are you guys okay? You know, everything fine and everything. And I tell you, that is so nice and so touching to think that people actually care. You know, they actually care about, you know, Edie
and Judy,
the Rainbow Grannies.
So, I like this. I don't like when they bring the U-Haul to the second date. I'm a farm girl, and we provide the trailers for moving.
That's right. Yeah, so let's see, what was I? Oh, okay. So Judy, she had me drive down off the sidewalk, right? Because I was so taken aback by her.
Was that the time when the car broke and you actually had to take it to somebody to
see what? So the next morning we get up and like I was selling candles at that time. I craft candles. And so I was going to one of my craft fair. So we get up, we pack the car, and as we're driving the car, the Volvo wagon to the craft fair, I hear boom, 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 boom. And like, what's amazing?
Judy, do you hear that? No, I don't hear that.
That's amazing. Judy's hearing is so like iffy, like like different.
What sounds I hear and don't hear?
Oh my God! It sounded like somebody was taking a sledgehammer and just banging the hell out of the car. Boom, 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 boom. That we pulled over, and I took it to the shop that I go to, and it turns out that when I went off that sidewalk, I had torn something loose underneath there, and they had to fix it. So we got her car and used it to go to the craft fair or whatever. But next time I'm up here visiting Pittsburgh with Judy, I'm so taken aback again, all mesmerized by her charms, that as I'm driving home, I stop at there's a truck in front of me, and I stop at the light, and we're waiting. And the guy in the truck, it's a standard. He drifts back. And when he drifts back, he drifts his truck right up over the top of my Volvo wagon. It's like, what the heck? No, you weren't there. We were like newly into it.
I didn't know about that.
Oh my God. It messed me up bad. So then I had to hang out at the... Yeah, I had to hang out while they sent the police and order and everything to have it fixed and stuff. Let's see. Did you lose a lot of weight? Well, yes, I did. Of course, I've gained quite a bit of it now, but I'm still down quite a bit. I'm still down maybe 100. But at the grand total, when I did lose, I lost about 170 pounds. So I was just on top of the world. You know, 170 pounds is a lot of weight. So to be able to lose that kind of weight, you realize that there's a whole new world out there that you have not been able to do, you know, physically, you know, and it was just like, along with the fact that my joints and stuff were still feeling good enough that it was like, I want to ride my bicycle. I want to zip line. I want to hike. I want to,
horseback riding.
Yeah. Oh, horseback riding. Yeah. I had been doing horseback riding, you know, for years, but, yes, I finally got down to where it was feeling a lot more comfortable to me. Let's see.
So let's see.
My hearing is like that too. I think I feel sounds more than she couldn't even feel that banging like that. Let's see. Amazing. Congratulations on your weight loss. That's incredible. Yes, but like I said, I've been putting on some, and it's just got me down about it. So we'll see, you know, I'll get moving here a little bit, get it going. You know, when I had this shoulder surgery, I had shoulder replacements on both of them. And so that's had me just
stuck in a chair for a long time and not moving. And at this age, it's just hard to bounce right back again.
Yeah. Gotta go see, but I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, Kaylin, see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's see. Tawana's leaving too. She's going to see us tomorrow. She's got to go do some paperwork. Oh, wait, I know. Somebody wanted to ask me about my my worms.
Oh, that was the first question way back.
The worms. The worms are doing really, really good. I couldn't believe it, honestly, because they were kind of weak looking worms. I had bought, I'm gonna throw it right out there. I bought my worms from Walmart, and Walmart does not have the prettiest worms, right? And so I just thought, well, I'll give it a try because it was convenient for me. I bought all my peat moss and all my stuff, to give them a proper, place to hang out.
Mhm.
So I fixed them up and I gave them some lettuce and all that kind of stuff, but they were still just kind of peaked. But they sat in there, I've covered them and everything, got it moist and all that. And when I came home from our trip to Seattle and I pulled back the cover and I took a look, everybody was like running to hide. And I was so happy because that meant that they were they were like, okay,
Mhm.
they made it.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that everybody made it, but I don't see nobody. I didn't see nobody like with their little, oh,
Yeah.
that's right. They don't have little legs. I didn't see anybody like with their little eye closed.
Mhm. And I'm getting used to there being worms there. I'm not afraid of like finding them all over the floor anymore. I mean, every once in a while, I'm afraid to open the garage door and think they're going to be trying to come into the house. But
Well, okay, what it
yeah.
is, Seth, is I've got all kind of projects going on with having my shoulders replaced. I'm not able to do like I can no longer go to my work and do my work. I was a dental technician for 40 something years, and the repetitive
Mhm.
motion and arthritis and stuff has just killed my shoulders. So I got all kind of little projects here at the house that I'm just trying to work on. Like I've knitted some hats and I, just any little thing I can do, I've started right
Mhm.
behind us those arrow gardens. So I've got some
Mhm.
plants growing in the arrow gardens, and I'm a worm farmer. I'm an official worm farmer of red worms. Red
Mhm.
wiggle worms is what they're called, red wiggly
And
worms.
this is for fishing because Edie wants worms for fishing. That's where
Right,
this came
which
from.
is really hard in our area to find. I mean, I have to or go to Walmart and buy ones that are half dead when you get them. So I thought I would just go ahead and, you know, try to start my own little worm farm going
Mhm.
on down there. And it's also what do you call it? Like a composite or
Compost.
compost thing.
Compost. Yeah.
So, like the coffee this morning, I'm
Mhm.
supposed to be able to dump it into some kind of container and drop it
Right.
down in there, and it's good for them.
Right.
So
Right.
if we can find some kind
Coffee
of
grains.
container to put it in,
Mhm.
so or just run down there and dump it in the thing,
Yeah, that's
you
what I
know.
figured you would do. But
Yeah, but that means
okay.
involve running down the steps and all that.
Uh-huh. You just want to collect the coffee
Yeah,
grain for a
like
while, and then when
about
you go out,
three,
you can
4 days
just
worth, and then go
right.
down there and just dump it into the
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, we can find something.
So let's see.
Yeah, and that's
Used
the
to
thing.
be
I always thought about compost, and then I didn't want to do compost because to make it really work well, you need to have worms, and I don't like worms. But now it's the other way. They're eating worm farming, and can also use this dirt for compost, and that I
right,
like that idea.
right, because if by chance the worms don't make it, and we would hope they do, I've been told that all I have to do is take the worm farm out and dump it where the garden is, and it's going to be something wonderful for
Mm-hmm.
that. So they're all good. Let's see.
So my husband and I have 2 snakes and 2 cats. I want a
Ooh.
jumping spider and a dog
Oh my
eventually.
God, I killed a jumping spider this morning.
You saw one, huh?
I killed
Again?
one.
You killed one?
Took it out. Yep, I'm a spider murderer.
Mm-hmm.
hmm He was right here. I said, "That's
Yeah,
it.
no, because I'll try to capture it and throw it
Not me.
out.
The world, the world can do with a few less.
Uh-huh.
You know,
But see, I always say I like spiders because they keep the other bugs away. But I like them outside the house, keeping the bugs away.
right? If they
Yeah.
was running, peripheral. Let's see what else does it say here. I'm crocheting while watching y'all. Thank you, Jasmine. I tell you, I've been making all kind of cute little hats, and I'm always just trying to do something. I don't know what today's adventure will be. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, because we can all talk about this too. And we can make
Okay.
sure we put today is the ready
I don't even know yet.
yearly mammogram.
Oh, that. Mm-hmm.
I'm going and get the girls squished.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all know how much we just love this adventure. So I would think because I've been brave enough to make my appointment and go, that we probably need to do something special tonight
Oh, okay. What
to
you gonna do?
celebrate. I think we need to go to um, that new, what do you call it? Cinnamon roll store down
okay.
in yeah,
Yeah.
and get us one of them special cinnamon rolls.
Okay. So you're treating, right? Because you made the invite.
No, you're supposed to be giving it to me because I lived through my adventure through my. Yes, I'll buy. I'll buy two of them. I don't care.
You all know, right? You all know the rules. Whoever makes the invite pays for it.
But you know what? I don't know how Judy manages to not make the invite. She could be sitting there, her stomach's growling, caving in. She don't say nothing. I hear her stomach growling, and I say, "Oh wow, are you hungry?" And next thing you know, it's like I'm paying. It's like she
And
was the
where you
one.
taking me?
Yeah, she was the one starving.
What else do we have here? Hey, everybody. So let's see. And Jasmine saying, don't kill those spiders. They're smart.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not smart.
Mm-hmm.
Not smart enough to stay off my table. Let's
Yeah.
see. Wow, Judy has a
And
new project. What's your new project? Okay, wait. Let's read this. Weight loss is a journey. Weight goes up and down, Edie. It's staying healthy. Yes, I know.
that's
Not the
more
name.
important than the number on the scale. I was
Whoa.
567 pounds and now I am just under 200. My health has improved.
That's
You know,
wonderful,
that's,
Sandra.
yeah,
Wonderful.
congratulations. Very
Yeah,
good.
like I said, I'm
Yeah.
still down 100 from my biggest, but I mean I'm up. God, probably almost 100 now. You know, it's just heartbreaking, heartbreaking.
Let's see. Let's see. MH is here. Good morning. Thank you for getting.
Your yearly. Oh, okay.
Okay.
For getting
Yeah.
get my
Yeah.
booby
Yeah.
smashed.
And Corbin Queen is here. Good morning. Haven't seen you
Morning.
for a while. Just woke up and feeling and feeding the little one.
Aw.
Okay. I
Let's
don't,
see.
yeah. And then MH, I don't work due to disability. My wife pays for everything.
I know what you're talking about there, girl. No, I do I do currently get a check because I'm recently, just not working because my
Right.
arms.
Right.
I decided I'd show my scars off today. I thought maybe,
There you go.
yeah, I hadn't showed these
Yeah.
babies since a long time. They healed up really nice though. I
Yeah.
think they should have worked on making them a little more symmetrical though, because one curves a little more than the other.
So we want to give a shout out too to the physical therapist that Edie went to, for her arms. They worked on those scars too and did a real good job with, really smoothing them out. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
a lot
taking
of
that.
dedication. A lot
Right,
of
right. I
dedication.
also give a shout out to Dr. Lynn.
Well, cool.
Dr. Lynn is the
Yeah.
sweetest doctor here in the Monroeville, Pittsburgh area. That little man, he's short, right? But he is buff. He is buff and he is so sweet. And he's almost as much of a flirt as me.
Mhm.
Wouldn't you think so?
Mhm.
Because he did a selfie with me and I said, well, you could pump your arm up and show it off. And he looked at Judy, he's like, is it okay? And she's like, yeah. And he boom. And it was like, dang, you go ho, player.
Anybody need any kind of shoulder surgery
Yeah,
or
you need your
something?
shoulder
Look
done.
up
Go to
Dr.
Dr.
Lynn.
Lynn.
Go to Dr.
Ask
Lynn.
him for a selfie too, because he'll do it.
So it's understanding summer is coming. You'll be more active.
Right.
And
Yesterday I was more active. Yesterday
Mhm.
out there working on the porch,
Yeah.
because Megan told me, she did a little bit to help me, but she told me, she says, really all you wanted was company. And
Uh-huh.
honestly, it was
That
nice
is.
to just have her, lift
Mhm.
some stuff that I couldn't lift because my arms aren't as strong.
Mhm.
But to be able to just sit there, play the music and help me move this and help me move that, it was nice. It was
Yeah.
really, really
And to be
nice.
able to have someone you can talk with who can do stuff with you, because I have to lip read, which means I have to stop, lip read, stop. This way you
It
just
was
have a
nice.
conversation.
We did
with
a
somebody.
beautiful job on it. I still got some more to do, but it looks nice. I'm happy with it.
So let's see. Oh, I do get a disability check covers our kiddos' child care.
Oh,
And
no,
yeah.
I don't. No, we don't have any kids. I mean, we
We're
have, but they're all grown.
grown
And the babies.
kids.
I guess we did have a cat sitter watch the
Mhm.
cats while we were away,
Yeah.
and
that's
so
true.
that was like child care.
Yeah, it was. Except, yeah. Except let me see. So they're talking about your scars. Your scars are marks of a warrior.
Thank you.
Scars are proof of a life lived and experienced in all its complexities.
Oh, you know what? That
Okay.
sounds so nice because it's the truth.
Yeah.
40 something years of doing the same job, cranking them out
Yeah.
is, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's admirable. I mean, I've
Yeah.
never felt like I always liked what I did. I was a dental technician, made dentures and stuff, but I
Mhm.
never felt like I was really like, you know, as successful as I would have liked to have been. But that's a
Mm.
lot of a lot of work. That's a lot of years to put in doing
Yeah.
something, you
You know, when
know?
you talk about not about successful, you know, and I think about I mean, our teeth are so important to us, right? And you look at the old photos of people and wondered why. I always wondered why didn't they smile then? And they didn't smile because they didn't have dental care
Right.
then. So all the work you did a lot of good for all these folks. They feel good because they could feel good about themselves. They get their teeth fixed. They could, you know,
Oh, I
and
felt good about it too. For me to be able to run into somebody and see that I had made their teeth, boy, did that feel nice, you know, and to
yeah.
be able to adjust those things because
Hmm.
in my because I have an eye, in my eye, a lot of times when people smile, I could tell if they were showing too much gum, or I could
Hmm.
tell if the middle of their face was not in the middle of their face. And to be able to adjust those things and fix
Hmm.
those things, boy, it sure gives you a real.
Hmm.
For my ex-husband, he had a real gummy smile, and when I made his dentures, I was able to correct that and
Hmm.
pull it up, and it was just a wonderful thing.
See, and these are things. I mean, this is I've talked with Edie a lot about her work, and this is the first I've even heard this kind of stuff that you did. And you know, who knew that this is what you do when you're making dentures and when you're fixing people's teeth? All the things that go into it. But the Edie's an artist, and that's just things that I say when, um, you know, when Edie first moved to Pittsburgh, I had a house, and so she moved into my house, and all of a sudden things started looking nicer in the house, prettier. The yard started looking more lovely, and all of this. And whenever anybody came over and said, "Oh, this looks really nice," I said, "That's Edie. Edie's the artist, and she's got the vision, and she sees stuff, and she makes it happen." And so what's neat is think if somebody's a dental technician and making dentures, you're looking at artists who are really good working
And
things
I
with their
worked with
hands.
lots and lots of artists. I mean,
Hmm.
they were all artists. I mean, people
Right.
that loved doing what they did. It's just we were
Yeah.
fortunate enough we did it
We
and made
got
money.
right, made money, got paid for this.
Right. So I read
Ah,
something on here. Let's see. Um, oh, okay. Chrissy.
yeah.
She's seeing us on a big screen. How we look on the big screen? Oh, wait. Ugh. Teen.
Team. Team. Yeah, she's showing you team. Right. Team.
Uh, I'm going to get me coffee.
Oh, Edie's going to get a cup of coffee. She was supposed to ask me to get her a cup of coffee, remember? So we were in Seattle. We went to an independent bookstore. I can't remember. Folks in Seattle will remember. Was it Elliott's, maybe? Something like this. Huge bookstore, real high ceilings. Edie noticed that it looked like it was an old barn turned into a bookstore because she looked at the whole architecture. All I saw was rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of books. And so there was, of course, this section. This was on Capitol Hill, which is the neighborhood of Seattle. I expected there would be a whole lot of queer books there, but it was just a huge bookstore with all kind of books. I zeroed in on the queer books though. And so I'll be putting up on my TikTok. I took a little video of the titles and we'll put that up on TikTok. I would manage to walk out with only 3 books, but I took pictures of all the other queer books I want to read. So along the way, I'll be reading some more of these books and can give more book reviews.
Where's your books at? Do you want to show them one that you got?
They're still all packed away
Oh,
in a
maybe
suitcase.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll pull out one tomorrow.
yeah,
Stay tuned tomorrow so that you can see some of the new books that the queer books
the queer books.
that Judy picked up while we were
Mhm.
in Seattle on our trip.
So,
You were so much
thank
fun.
you.
Yeah. And then she touches her roots up.
I
I gotta be a hater. No, she does. Don't she look young? I mean, I'm sure when people look at us, they probably think,
She's
"What's
a
that
cougar.
old Kruger doing with her?" They don't realize that I turned gray in my 30s.
Yeah, yeah. Some people do turn gray early. Look at these nice braids. He's showing off her braids. Isn't it nice? I liked them. Go to give a shout out to the school again.
Yeah. Hey, Empire Beauty College up in
Yeah.
Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Young lady did my braids there. It's about time to redo my braids, but it looks good.
Yeah. He got them fixed right before going to Seattle. So
And I'm gonna tell you, the
show 'em off.
humidity in Seattle is
Okay.
hard on your hair.
Mhm. Smiles are often what attract people to each other. Eyes too. Some people smile with their eyes too.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And
See me smiling?
oh, stop it. And that I mean, when you think about it, all the smiles that I have done throughout all the years. I told Judy not too long ago. I don't know if I ever told you guys or whatever, but one time this lady came to the office there and she needed a reline done. And if anybody knows what a reline is, it's where they put a new liner on the inside of your denture in order to make it fit tighter, right? And so she came to the office and she got this reline done, right? Well, when it was time for her appointment to come back, she didn't come back. So I called up her house and I said, "Hello, this is Edie at Dr. Blah, 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 blah office. I'm calling to speak to I don't know, we'll say Gloria." And it was her husband. And he said, "I'm sorry she's not here. Can I help you?" I said, "Well, she never came to pick up her teeth. And I was wondering, if she needed to reschedule or what." He said, "Her teeth. She doesn't have dentures." Bum, bum, bum. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number." Stop it. She did have an extra set. And when she left the office, she put that extra set in her mouth so that, she would not leave the office with no teeth in.
Mm-hmm.
But lo and behold, he was married to her all those years and never realized that his wife had dentures.
Never let them know. Did she come
You know
back?
how you get them one women that sleep with their makeup on all night,
Right.
or their wig,
Mm-hmm.
or they would never let their
Mhm.
husband see them without their wig on or without their makeup, or
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard to believe that people really live like that.
Yeah.
Because you see me
Must be
raw.
important.
Raw it is. It's like, Judy, there's a bump right back here. What is this? you know so it is what it is. Let's see.
Yeah.
You love the gray. Thank you, Seth. They look really great. I love the charms. Thank you. Show the braids, please, so we can see them. There they are.
There they are. With the hair jewelry in, you see that too? It's
Yeah.
very pretty.
See that little peace sign?
Yeah, very pretty.
So
I was just, a thought just occurred to me. So I've only heard about this with some straight women who will not let their husbands know that they've got false teeth or what they look like without makeup and all this. And and then I was thinking about lesbians. Like sometimes I remember when I was young and I went out to a club and all the lesbians looked like me with their t-shirts and baggy pants and work boots or whatever, just looking real comfortable and like don't even care that we fixed our hair right, just looking comfortable and frumpy. And all the men were there looking really sharp, and I thought, wow, I should start dressing sharp like the guys do. It's a lot more fun to look at, but just being comfortable is a lot easier. And so it occurred to me, what about gay guys? If you're the kind of gay guy who like to make sure you're always looking sharp, do you let your husband see you without your teeth? Or do you let your husband see you
not at your
without
best.
without having trimmed your beard? I mean,
Well, I don't know. I would think they would once they're in a husband relationship.
but I'm
I see
wondering
where
because
Sandra says
yeah.
that her mom had dentures, and when she slept in them, and one time when Sandra was little, she walked in while her mom was brushing her teeth, and how horrifying that was for a 6-year-old. I know it was. I remember my grandma, she liked messing with everybody. She was sitting there one time, and she went and popped hers up. Popped her teeth up, and then it popped them back down, and we were all just like,
how do you do that?
And I know she chuckled, she laughed because it was so funny to her to watch all of our little faces while we were all like,
I'll be right back. Nurse's here dressing an incision on my ankle.
oh, okay. Cheryl Dennis, your mom slept in her dentures too? You know, to sleep, honestly, let me just give you some real advice. To sleep in your dentures is not a good thing. Everything needs to breathe. That would be like sleeping with your bra on 24 hours a day. You know, all your tissue needs to breathe, or your shoes on, everything needs to breathe. But I've also been told, and this is just a little ornery part of me, I've been told that if you take your teeth out, your tongue is an inch longer. Have you heard that before? I did. I remember hearing that before, that, you know,
Yeah.
your tongue is like a, I mean, not that it matters. Does it matter if your tongue is a, like if my tongue, right? If I didn't have teeth, my tongue would probably touch my nose. How far does yours go?
I don't know.
Oh, let me
It's not
see.
long. No.
Let me see. Come on.
No.
I want to see.
Real short. It's long enough.
For what?
My mom slept in her dentures too. Okay, we read that. Yep, teeth are important if someone breaks in your house. Okay, your tongue would have a lot more room if you didn't have teeth.
Yeah, that's what they say. You know, that's what they say.
So what if teeth are important if someone breaks in your house, you want to have your teeth in your mouth, or they
you
would
can bite
steal
them. Hey, also, because we're talking a little bit of that stuff where I used to work in the dental field for so many years. I remember this one guy, he had broke his teeth and they brought him over to the office for me to fix. Well, he was from a nursing home. So I went over to, you know, fix his teeth because I had fixed his teeth before and I knew these were not his teeth. So I went back over to the nursing home and I told them at the nursing home, these are not his teeth. I know his teeth, right? And so they opened a drawer in the nursing home, and there must have been 20 sets of teeth in this drawer. And they told me, look in there and pick a set. Well, I looked through them and none of them was his. That meant that somebody
else wear his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that sad? I mean, because you can lose your teeth. I mean, I heard people in nursing homes will lose their hearing aids all the time. They'll fall asleep with the hearing aid in, and then it falls out of the bed, gets washed with the bed sheets or whatever.
Yeah.
But imagine losing your teeth. I mean, you should just be able to take them out and put them by your bedside.
So Cheryl's mom was prepared for the worst. So that way, if a robber broke in and she didn't have her teeth in, she was still looking her best. Did she have her hair on and everything too? I heard, let's see, I heard if men lose 10 pounds, it grows an inch. Some of my men folks are so skinny
they're ready to disappear.
But they're hung like a. Did you hear that? What was that? Judy and her hearing problem. What did you hear what I just did? What did it sound like? Oh my goodness. I never heard that. I did hear that. So if they lose 10 pounds, they gain an inch. Well, ain't that something?
Does that mean if I lose everything on me, gonna like droop more?
It does. It does.
Gravity. Yes. So she had her hair done and a bar too.
Oh my God. She was ready.
You know, I always remember hearing, didn't you remember moms always told their sons, you know, wear clean underwear. You don't know if you'll get in an accident when you're, you know, out and like, and as if the paramedics are really going to care.
When they rip them off of
you. Busy, you know, they're busy making sure your heart is pumping. But this is really above and beyond when.
Cheryl says if she loses 10 pounds, she has no boobs. Well, you know what? I'm willing to give a donation. Cheryl, how much would you like to have? Would you like to have maybe a C, a B? You know, let me know. Today I go get my mammogram, and I'll let them know how much can they take off for you to have. About 10 pounds? Okay. You got it. This is probably bad for me to tell. Because, you know, sometimes I tell things that I probably shouldn't tell. But I'm going to tell this.
All ears are in.
I remember, like, going and getting a mammogram, and the girls was so big that they had to do double shots on one. in order to
get the whole picture.
yeah.
Mhm.
You ever heard of that before?
No, but now they do the whole 3-dimensional
Yeah, they had to
thing.
like do half of it and then
And
do
then
the
the
other
other
half.
half. Oh wow. I'm glad
They
they
had
were
it.
thorough.
Well, they couldn't just cut part of it off and say that part of it's okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so actually, when I gained this weight back this time, I didn't gain it all over. I
Mhm.
gained it in certain spots.
Mhm.
Like I put on about 30 here,
Mhm.
you know, and then about 30 here,
Uh-huh.
and then about 20
30.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man. Only thing
Oh
that I don't think I gained on was my feet.
yeah. Don't get down and out about it. We'll be out and moving around some
Let's
more
see,
in
mine takes half a
summertime.
shot. Oh my god. You saved the world from having a lot of radiation just floating around in
There we
the air,
go.
huh?
There we
You
go.
know what? That's really nice of you to leave it for other people like me.
So what
Cheryl, if you ever want to stop by and show me, I'll look.
then me being a little lesbian when I was growing up, and I talked with somebody who was real small chested and said, "Wow, you're lucky if you don't have to wear a bra if you don't want to." And I said this to a straight teenager while I was a gay teenager, and she didn't appreciate it. She thought that was an
Yeah,
awful
because you
thing to
know
say,
they all
and
want
I'm
big
just thinking
boobs.
how lucky she is. So let's see.
Well,
I'm not a
actually,
gynecologist, but I'll take a look.
I know that's right, Cheryl. You know what, Cheryl? Cheryl is close to our area. If we ever get a chance to meet in person and hang out, I can't wait. You know, honestly, you should come over with us sometime, sit here and do our live with us.
That would be fun.
You know,
Hmm.
all you have to do is just send me a message. Come on over tomorrow morning. I'll fix coffee, pick up some rolls. You come here, sit on camera with us and do our live with us. And let's all laugh together.
I'm
You
down for
know,
that.
I'm serious. I really mean it, Cheryl. If you send me a message, you know, I'll send you the address. You be here at least by 9 o'clock in the morning so we can sit here and do our live on YouTube together and we can laugh together and have our coffee. If there's anything special you would want, because this is the kind of hostess I am, let me know. If you prefer a bagel or a donut or, you know, yeah. I mean, if you want to do it topless, you go for it. We'll sit here with you.
We'll stay here with you.
Yeah.
Shell, I'll let you know what I want. Yeah, Oakmont Bakery. And let me give you a few things I want so that you can tell Edie that you want it and she'll get it for us.
If you want Oakmont Bakery and you're coming, I will pick up some Oakmont Bakery. I'd have to pick it up today because I'm not going that early in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, because I was just thinking maybe we could just even take the computer over there and sit outside and do it there.
It's supposed to rain, isn't it? I don't know.
Do
But
they have a porch? I don't know.
and they have a porch, but I don't know if it's covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a thought. So we've been on YouTube for 56 minutes. We have had a wonderful time talking to you guys. You girls should come to the Lehigh Valley Pride. You know what? That's another thing. We're not, can you believe, Rainbow Grannies are not going to be able to make it to the Pittsburgh Pride. We have so many things going on. On the weekend of the 18th, I'm going to be out of town with my daughter on a women's fishing trip. A whole weekend away. We probably won't be on for that weekend. Or if I do, I'll go on live with my daughter, maybe do our little TikTok live.
Yeah.
And then the end of the month, Judy and I will be in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be up in Boston and we won't be here for the Pittsburgh Pride. But there's other little prides will be going on here and there, and we will definitely get out.
Yeah, it will be. Edie will have a group on.
Is it sold out? Stop it. Is it sold out?
What could
Because
be sold out? I mean, I don't understand why.
maybe she's talking about the concert. Because what's her name's going to be at it? Who is that's going to be at the Pittsburgh Pride concert? Oh shoot! I just saw her picture last night online.
Well,
there's no way. I mean, you still can walk the streets and still go to Bloomfield and all that. I heard that. Kenny Chesney is going to be on the north side of Pittsburgh at the same time. So those Chesney people are already crazy. So if you, and I like Kenny Chesney too, but we know that everybody that drinks and gets crazy with Kenny Chesney, they tear the city up.
Oh yeah,
they tear the city. It costs millions to fix it every time they do it.
I don't even know who this is.
Just a crazy country music guy that everybody enjoys partying with.
Mm-hmm. So it's the Lehigh Valley Pride is in August usually. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we should be able to make that. August 11th, that's my birthday.
Edie will have a group on. Yes, Fozzie Bear, because if you can't get a group onto it, it ain't even worth going.
That's right.
If you got to pay full price, I wouldn't go.
I feel like you shouldn't have to pay to go to a Pride festival. It should be free other than food and trinkets. Yeah, I don't think it's the festival. That's why I was asking what you have to pay for.
Right, because we've never paid to go to Pride before.
No.
We've always just go down and walk around and maybe buy a little bit of junk or whatever. Now you have to pay to go to the concert part, which I can't remember what her name is. She's actually the sister of somebody famous. Who is that at the Pittsburgh Pride? The sister of somebody. I hope I can remember. If you can, look it up real quick. We got one more 50 seconds left before our time is up and it's time for us to go. I want to thank you all for joining us and hanging out with us. If by chance you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe right now and hit the bell so that you'll get a ring every time we happen to put up a video. We will be back here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Eastern time
on YouTube, and at 8 o'clock in the morning TikTok.
Right.
For the before party, and this is the after party.
So this actually recorded. So if you get a chance, watch it later on. Help us with our watch hours. Also, share it with your friends. Tell them all about the cool old ladies. Tell them all about Edie
and Judy,
the Rainbow Grannies, and how much fun we can be having coffee with us. We get these cool coffee cups because we just like so cool.
Edie makes these things. Edie finds these things. She makes it.
So
Lehigh Valley Pride is August 18th, still stacked in Bethlehem. Yeah.
Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl sent me her phone number. Cheryl, it's on. You guys remember, if Cheryl's not sitting here beside us chit-chatting tomorrow, laughing, having coffee, it's not because we didn't do it. It's because she didn't do it. Okay?
Put the pressure on.
I am pressure. I'm all about it. Okay, thanks a lot. See you guys tomorrow. Love ya.
Bye-bye.